Lewis Show on the road today to the Greek Festival. It opens up at 12 noon today here at St. Demetrius Greek Orthodox Church at McCarty and Mackinac in Saginaw. We're going to be talking more about that, but we'll tell you our broadcast is brought to you by Wofiles, 5818 State Street in Saginaw. And we'll be telling you about lots of good things going on there, particularly in the steel area of the store, one of the largest steel displays in the state. And they're getting ready to open up at 12 noon today. And one of the things the Greek Festival is probably best known for is all of the wonderful food that is available. And we're going to talk about that today with a very special guest who heads up the food and beverage section here. Tell everybody who you are.
I'm Tina Mendick.
Tina has, how long
YMCA wants to.
Tina?
Yes.
How long have you been involved in the festival?
Since the very beginning.
Which is how many years? We were trying to figure that out.
This is the 48th year.
48th.
Yes.
So 2 years and we'll have 50 celebration.
Yes,
and
big celebration coming up for us.
And you've been in and around the food industry for a while.
A long time.
Your maiden name is kind of synonymous with food, particularly Greek food around here.
That's right, Zestos.
Zestos.
Yeah.
You are a Zestos.
Yes.
How many Zesto children were there?
5.
Were there really?
Yes.
Were they all involved in the food industry at one time or another?
Well, we've all worked in the food industry, certainly through our parents, but those that made careers of it, 3 of the 5 did. The other 2, me being one of them, actually, food is a big part of my life, but I'm actually a pharmacist.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's fantastic. I know my food will be healthy.
Right.
What is it about Greek food that attracts people?
I think, to be honest, I think just our flavors. I think we have our seasonings, our flavors, the love we put into it, and the variety of foods we have.
And by flavor, you mean flavor because your flavor isn't based on hot spice.
No, it's not.
It's based more on honey.
Well, if we're talking desserts, it is
Certainly
all
is.
around honey. Yes, it is. Our pastries, honey is the center of them for sure. And that goes back to times where they used honey to preserve things, where they didn't have refrigeration. So they certainly weren't making things with frostings and things like that. But honey is a big part of the syrup that goes on nearly all our pastries.
Every one of them.
Yes.
I've learned to pronounce most of them.
Good. Great.
Well,
That's a start.
A rundown list. I did this with a father. And
Okay.
Let's see if we can. Pasticcio?
Pasticcio is, yes.
Yeah, I'll give the name. You tell us what it is. You
Okay.
have better description
So,
than I do.
Pasticcio is a meal. It's a dish that is a sort of Greek lasagna. It has noodles and a slow-cooked braised beef with tomato sauce in it, and then a bechamel sauce on top. It's delicious.
Moussaka.
So moussaka looks like pasticcio, but it isn't. It has bechamel on top, but it has layers of eggplant and ground beef and potato in it.
Spanakopita.
Spanakopita is a pita. We have a lot of pitas. And a pita means it has phyllo dough and something in it. And spanakopita is spinach and a lot of fresh herbs and onions and feta cheese.
Teropita.
Another pita, that one is stuffed with just feta cheese. A mixture of feta cheese and eggs. It's creamy.
Dalmathas.
Dolmadas are my favorite. Those are stuffed grape leaves.
Everybody knows about the grape leaves.
I
right?
know. Well, we make them all right here. We roll every one
And
of those.
they're like the Greek version of a stuffed pepper.
Yeah,
Because
you're right.
it's a beef and rice filling.
It is. It's a beef and rice filling, yep, with some lemon and olive oil. But yes, very similar.
Loukoumades.
Loukoumades are honey puffs. So I guess you'd kind of say like the Greek version of a donut, a light yeast dough that's fried and then soaked in honey again.
Why isn't that over on the pastry side?
It should be. It should be.
Let's see. Well, baklava, I think most people
Yeah.
are familiar with
Yes.
baklava. And now there's chocolate baklava?
There is. So it looks a little different, too. It's a rolled baklava, same ingredients, but rolled and oblong and then drizzled with chocolate.
So it's like, is it a finger food?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Now, the ones that I have not pronounced before. Melamacarona?
Melomacaruna.
Melamacara.
Melomacaruna. That's a brown cookie. It has walnuts on top, and it has a slight orange flavor, honey, clove.
Carapathis?
Curambiades.
Oh, I wasn't even close.
Well, curambiades, powdered sugar, shortbread cookie with almonds.
Soreki?
Tsureki is
Tsureki.
Yeah, tsureki we're selling actually as a loaf. It's a Greek sweetbread, again with clove and orange flavor, and it's braided. It's very pretty, and it's traditional for us.
So let's talk, if I'm going to talk about Greek food, and particularly traditional Greek food, I have to go to the gyro.
Yes.
How did the meat spindle thing come about?
Well, actually, years ago they had pieces of meat, maybe that wasn't ideal for roasting or a pork chop, and they would put it on the spindle like that. And actually,
It was leftovers. It
was left. I guess you would say it was leftovers.
Unusable leftovers, yeah.
Funny pieces, and they would put it on that and slow cook it, and then the outside gets very crunchy, and then they would slice it off and put it in pita bread.
And today, you do it traditionally.
We do.
How many of those spits do you have?
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to count them from
14
here.
or 15
yes,
of them?
many, and it's still not enough.
Really?
Yes, we can't keep up with gyros. It's a crowd favorite. We sell thousands.
Oh, yeah. Well, I look forward to going home with a little container of the gyro meat because I
course.
eat it like candy.
Oh,
Yeah,
do
I
you?
just
Yeah.
take that meat and eat it.
Yeah.
It's just,
And we have a new item this year
Oh,
over in the gyro tent. It's gyro fries.
okay. What's that?
Okay, so it's a tray of fries that have Greek seasoning on them, garlic, oregano, seasoning salt, and then on top it has.
And we should point out, Greek seasonings are pretty traditional, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
They're not really oddball.
No, they're not. They're just very
Basic.
Very basic. Yeah, we really only have just a handful of seasonings that we reuse, but it has gyro meat on top of the fries. And then the tzatziki sauce, which is the yogurt cucumber sauce, and feta cheese on top. So layers of goodness.
Why feta cheese? Because it is so popular in Greek food. What is it about
cheese,
feta?
everything's around feta. It's just a fabulous cheese that's salty, tastes even good with fruit. Traditionally made with sheep's milk.
Traditionally.
Yes. Not all of it is now that we purchase. Some of it is.
You can still find it with sheep
You can.
milk.
Yes. Yep.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back to talk more about food with Tina here at the Greek Festival. It opens up today at 12 noon, runs till 11 p.m. tonight. Tomorrow, noon to 11 p.m., Sunday, noon to 4 p.m. And admission for kids 12 and below are free and free for all until 4 p.m. After 4 o'clock, it's $3 a person, 13 and older. The Kids Zone is included with admission. The Kids Zone hours are noon to 7 p.m. today and tomorrow, and noon to 3 on Sunday. And from the time they open, particularly in the Euro tents, the lines form. So be patient. You will get yours, folks, but there is lots and lots of food here at the Greek Festival, lots of great entertainment. There'll be dancing, music, it's all happening right here at St. Demetrius Greek Orthodox Church, the corner of McCarty and Mackinac. Our broadcast brought to you by our friends at Woolfiles, and right now they've got some great sales going on. Gravely residential models up to $300 off. Gravely Pro-Turn commercial models up to $4,000 off. Cub Cadet Riders $100 off. Steel RZ 560K Zero Turn $2,500 off. All at Woolfiles. They also have a lot of great deals on steel handheld items. Stop in today and visit them at Woolfiles, 5818 State Street in Saginaw. We'll be back with Tina after these notes.
Veterans and active duty service.
All right, we're back with you here at the Greek Festival. We're talking to Tina, who's in charge of food and beverage. Is it safe to say that the gyro is the #1 seller?
Oh, for sure. 100%. Crowd favorite.
And what's the history of it is kind of interesting. I've always been a kind of a foodie, and it was a way to take the scraps, the leftovers, the things that didn't get served,
Yes.
so to speak, and still use them.
And still use them and crisp
And yet
them
they
up.
have great taste.
They do. They do. Well, they're seasoned too. They're going to season them and then cook them pretty crispy, almost to bacon.
Well, that's what it reminds. It's interesting you say that because that's the way I eat it.
That's the best way. I like the crispy pieces.
I just like to eat the meat. I mean, I love it.
Yeah.
And it's like candy.
True.
It really is. Do we know the history of it?
The history of the gyro itself. Well, I can tell you that tomorrow we're going to be roasting a lamb. There are a lot of foods that are cooked kind of rotisserie style because they could do them in rural towns where they may have slaughtered a lamb at Easter. They can cook them very slowly and everybody take turns turning them over the heat.
Takes about 5 hours, I was told.
Yes, it takes
and you
about.
will have one tomorrow ready around 4 o'clock.
Yes, we're going to cook one right here in the church parking lot for people to sample. Free samples.
Free samples.
Yeah, we're not selling it.
Oh, we're not. Oh,
Yeah.
come on out, folks.
So, yeah, it's fun to watch and sit around as
So
well.
if you get here before 4 o'clock, it's free to get in. And you can stand around and wait for the lamb, and it'll be free to eat.
There you go. See? It's all about hospitality.
I'm going to remind you folks, you're supposed to be making money with this.
We do. We
I
do.
know.
But, yeah.
But it seems to me that while, yeah, you have a big beverage tent and you have, nice displays and everything, that food tent where the gyros are is where the lines are.
That's where I'll be working. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. We have both a traditional gyro, which is a combination of lamb and beef, and then we have a chicken gyro, which is also, yeah, we have a chicken gyro.
Really?
Big seller.
For those that don't eat.
Yeah, red meat.
Interesting. And then what else goes in the gyro? It's pretty basic, isn't it?
Right, it's a pita bread.
It's a pita bread,
Yeah.
which is basic.
The tzatziki sauce, which is a yogurt, garlic, cucumber sauce, and then tomato and onion.
And you're all set.
That's it.
And it's a handheld.
Handheld.
A lot of the Greek pastries and things are all handheld,
Yes.
aren't they?
Yeah, they're all individual sized.
And honey is a huge part of the particularly the dessert side, the pastry side.
It is.
And it's historic, isn't it? It literally, when you eat Greek food, you're eating history in a way.
Absolutely, the same way. I don't know that much has changed as far as some of the traditional, like the lamb, the baklava. Of course, chocolate baklava is a new spin, but the
Yeah.
traditional pastries and the food has still stayed the same.
So, let me ask you, Tina, and you come from a Greek family. What's the importance of, for example, dinner time in a Greek home?
Oh, I think eating the whole Greek culture is centered around food, and it's not just the meal. It's not just the consumption of calories. It's a gathering, a celebration, and meals in Greece and in a Greek family often take hours. They eat slowly, they drink, they have conversation, tell stories.
Family is everything, isn't it?
Everything.
In Greek culture.
Yes. Yep.
Very tightly knit.
Tightly knit, and food is the center of it. Really, it is.
So does everybody grow up learning how to cook?
I certainly did. I mean, I learned from my mother, who was cooking all the time, both at home and in the restaurant, and here at the church. When this festival started, we made every item in our church basement. We didn't have a hall or a kitchen at the time. So we were here volunteering for months and months and freezing things. And I learned to cook by standing over their shoulder and helping with the little things at first, and then taking over the festivities at my own home. So
Let's talk about longevity of this food. By that I mean, if I were to come here and buy some of the pastries, for example, how long can I keep them at home?
The traditional pastries like the baklava and the kurambiades, they're a cookie. They do not need to be refrigerated. I would say in Tupperware, they would stay fresh for 2 weeks.
But not much longer. They won't last much longer.
I certainly wouldn't keep it. You know, I'll tell you one thing.
But honey is a natural preservative.
It
you
is.
know, and that's the other side of it.
It is, and maybe it would still be good. But I will tell you that Greek pastries, I think the best thing about they freeze so well. I always have baklava in my freezer, always, because you can just take a piece out and it thaws quickly at room temperature, and it's fresh as can be.
Traditional baklava.
Yes.
I always think of it as layered phyllo and honey and nuts.
Mm-hmm.
How far off am I?
No, you're exactly right. Layers of phyllo, lots of butter.
Ah, yeah, I forgot the butter.
Yeah, the phyllo doesn't get crispy unless you butter every inch of it. And then it's walnuts. And in the walnut mixture, we put cinnamon and some ground clove. And after it's baked, then we put a syrup on that contains honey to and it soaks it up really quickly.
And, I mean, it just wouldn't be Greek if it didn't have that honey.
No, I mean, we were here just a few days ago. We made 80 gallons of honey, and it's still not enough. But we got pooped out.
Wait.
I mean, 80 gallons of syrup with honey.
Oh, I was going to say, you
No.
didn't make the honey.
No, we didn't make it. No, the bees did that.
You learned something I don't know about.
80 gallons of syrup.
So how is the syrup different than the honey? What do you add to it?
So we boil down sugar and water with cinnamon sticks and cloves and a little lemon juice so it doesn't crystallize because there has to be a little acid in
Right.
there. And then towards the end of that kind of simmering, we add the honey to that syrup. So it's not pure honey, but
It doesn't need to be.
no,
If
it would
you've
it would
added
be
the
too
seasoning
sweet,
to
I
it.
think. It would be too sweet.
Is there such a thing?
Maybe not.
Oh, look at this.
Your favorite.
Look what we've got.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you much. Oh. Uh-huh. And, you know, they've just brought over some gyro meat. And you can, the outside is brown, the inside is still tannish.
Yes.
But that's how it cooks. It cooks, that
Yep.
thin outside layer gets done,
Yep.
and then the inside gets done.
Yeah, they're constantly shaving
Constantly shaving
with
it.
these special knives. Yeah.
Special knives. I mean, it's all special. It's a special cooker,
Yep.
special meat, special knife, and special food. Oh. Gee, I'm so tempted to take an immediate break, but I'll wait a second or
Okay.
two. What's your favorite?
Probably dolmades, the stuffed grape leaves. I never get tired of them. I absolutely love them. Gyros are amazing. But grape leaves are something we make at home during the holidays.
So where do you get the grape leaves? I mean, if you do that...
To be honest, when I make it at home, I pick them.
Wow. Something just fell down.
Yeah. I pick them. Grape leaves grow wild everywhere.
Really?
Yes. You know how many times I've asked my husband to stop because I see him growing up a stop sign?
Oh, no.
Yes. I even have a friend that pulls them off the golf course for me. They grow. They're invasive, actually, so it's good to pick them. And then I freeze them, so I have them all year.
When you thaw them out, they don't lose their texture?
No, I blanch them first, slightly, in hot water, and then I freeze them in Ziploc bags, and then they're perfect. They're tender, because you pick them right about this time of the year.
Wow. They sound absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
As is this meat I'm eating.
Good. Good.
Well, Tina, listen, thank you much for stopping by.
Thank you.
Back to your supervising duties.
Yes.
Make sure all the food's right.
All
'cause
right.
you only have, an hour and 25 minutes before you got to start serving.
I'll do my best. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And we'll take a break and be back with more here at the Greek Festival right after these notes.
Got a home repair problem? Don't get mad.
And we're back with you here at the Greek Festival, and a couple of special guests to chat to this hour. First of all, I call him the Prof. He is Professor David Nichols. Good morning.
Good to be with you again, Art.
And he is a professor of philosophy.
Yep.
I'll never understand why, but he is a professor. We'll talk about that. Also with us, Chris, introduce yourself.
Chris Pacitas.
And you have been doing this how long?
Since 1978.
You've been involved with it since
Yes. In fact,
78.
the first one we had, we ran out of everything the first day. We had no idea what it would be, and it was just unbelievable.
And every year since, you've just about run out. You had to add Euro spindles to the
Yes,
cookers.
we have 15 euros cooking, spindles cooking at one time, 15 euros.
And I think Tina just came back and said it's 125
That's correct.
cones of meat.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I had to lift them out of a truck. You can add another 100 if you want.
And you've been involved how long, David?
Oh, over 10 years. 10 years ago, I jumped in the saddle and became the president. I was president for 5 years. I'm still on the board, and I, do set up and all kinds of crazy stuff.
What got you involved?
Well, I grew up in this area, but after school got employed at Saginaw Valley, and so moved back here, and right away got plugged into the St. Demetrius community and the Greek festival, and I'm part Greek, my wife's Greek, and so it was a natural fit, and we love it here.
And this festival means what to the community?
Well, I think there's sort of concentric circles to that. I mean, the core is that this is a long-standing community, and like Chris is saying, and goes back, as I found out through some research, much earlier than that. Early 1900s, Greek immigrants are coming to Saginaw and Bay City, and then Midland, and then the church, and so forth.
What brought them here?
So we find that the first, it's hard to know exactly what the very original draw was to Saginaw, but the first businesses that were opened in Saginaw by Greeks were confectionaries, they're candy stores. And that's because around 1900 is when you get Greek immigration into the United States. Somewhere like 350,000 Greeks come to the United States in that period of a couple decades. And they're all young men, of course, at first, and they feel at home in the kitchen, mostly farmers. And that time, the big thing was the fountain soda and ice cream. And so you could open up a shop, and you didn't need to speak English, really. I mean, you need to know the language of sugar, I guess. That's pretty much it. So they started from there, and then it grew to the restaurant business.
And in terms of Greek culture, food is pretty central, isn't it?
I would think so, yeah. And we're really proud of our menu here, and we try to be really authentic about it. I mean, we have a lot of things that you would recognize in Greece.
So, Chris, when you go to eat Greek food, what do you eat?
I guess I like the lamb myself.
Which means you're going to be involved in that tomorrow, I assume.
Yes, I'm cooking a whole lamb tomorrow. And an excellent friend, like a brother to me, was Louis Economo.
Yep.
And Louis taught me how to do it years ago. And his dad, who was the Greek priest for 20-some years here, he taught Louis. Okay. And and the Greek priest was sometimes, like any community, we have issues among ourselves. And why should we have the festival? Should we have it? And it was the Greek priest at that time, Father Economo, who said you don't have the festival just to raise money. You have the festival to show the community the Greek culture. And from that point on, that's been the main source of having the festival.
And that really is why when you come here, you ought to take time and go on the church tour.
By all means.
Father Cook really does a phenomenal job of that.
You'd be surprised at the number of new members we get just based on that tour.
What does this church mean to you, David?
Well, it's everything. Our Orthodox faith is the core. That's the axis in the middle of all the concentric circles, I think. And to me, that's a holy space. I mean, you go in that sanctuary and you see our iconography, which we continue to add on to. And we are going to continue to add on more and more projects soon. That's the holy space. And I think everything from that just sort of grows out. And we have a large community, some of them coming from pretty far for our church services. And now we're finding, like Chris was saying, a lot of young people in the last few years, especially since COVID, really, just a lot of them. Like every time I come to churches, I see 5 people I never met before. I don't know who they are.
So it's Stump the Professor time.
Okay.
How does religion, in this case orthodoxy, fit into the world of philosophy? Chris says, ooh.
Well, of course, Greek culture is famous for its philosophy, amongst many other things. And I think philosophy and religion are a little bit different. So one of the things I like to say, I get asked every once in a while, what's the difference between philosophy and religion? And I think the difference is that the religious person is seeking an experience of reality, of ultimate reality, or God. I think the philosopher is looking for an experience of the knowledge of reality. So in that sense, it can be a little bit more limited.
But here's my genesis of this question.
Mm-hmm.
Religion is a matter of faith. You accept the written word. You accept God. Christians accept Christ.
Yeah.
Philosophers question everything.
That's right. Oh, I'll tell you what the link is. It's mystery. So, a trademark of Eastern Orthodox Christianity is that we're always saying God is mysterious. We're not going to have all the answers, and you have to respect that. Humility is important in any religious quest. Philosophy actually respects the mystery. So, Plato and Aristotle both said that philosophy, knowledge even, begins with wonder. You can't be a great scientist, you can't be a great artist, you can't be a great philosopher without respecting that the world ultimately is something mysterious and a continual source that we have to keep coming back to. We never get all the answers. We just keep getting more and more from the world.
Questions.
Yeah, more questions. I like to say
See,
philosophy.
I did pay attention in my
That's
philosophy.
good. I like to say philosophy is more about learning the questions and living the questions. I don't know I have a lot of answers. I have a lot of questions, though.
No, you're a philosopher. You prove my point. We'll take a break. Be back with Chris and David right after these notes. And again, let me remind you, we are here at the Greek Festival. Festival goes on today from noon until 11 p.m., and they'll be ready to serve at noon today. Saturday, noon to 11 p.m., Sunday, noon to 4 p.m., and wonderful, wonderful food, entertainment throughout the day. It's the place to be in Saginaw, the Greek Festival, today, tomorrow, and Sunday, here at St. Demetrius Greek Orthodox Church. Our broadcast brought to you by Wofiles, 5818 State Street in Saginaw. Lots of small handheld steel, and of course some major riding mowers. You're going to find it all waiting for you at Wofiles, where service still exists. Stop in today. Wofiles at 5818 State Street in Saginaw.
Gotta go.
All right, we're back with you here on WSGW from the Greek Festival, talking to David and Chris. Chris, let me ask you, because you've been involved with this thing since the beginning. Has it changed much? Is the festival of today much different than it was 48 years ago?
Yes. The major change, and I think it affected a lot of festivals, the Bavarian Festival, St. Stan's Festival, and ours, was the amount of alcohol served. Back in those days, our bar we'd have the spigots on and never turn them off. Just leave them on. We go through a couple of 100 barrels of beer. People don't drink like that anymore. So that has reduced, which is great for us. Okay?
They eat more.
Yes, they eat more. And so we downsized the festival. It was much bigger than what it is
Oh,
now.
really?
Yeah. But the people that have taken over, which are doing an outstanding job, act better than us old guys did, to tell you the truth. But they made it more efficient for the customer. And it's really progressed to the point of you can put it on without killing yourself to put them on, you know what I mean? All right.
Still takes a lot of
Oh,
volunteers, though.
by all means. And we're getting the young volunteers. Just for example, my granddaughters work it, and they love it. If I told them they had to do it, they wouldn't do it,
Yeah, don't tell me I have to do anything.
That's right.
Actually, we're getting volunteers this year again who have never been to the Greek festival before, and they're volunteering. They just come in up and say, "I'd like to help out." I'm like, I've never been there. Can you tell me what to do? Sure.
You come, we'll tell you what to do.
Yeah.
And you do get a lot of participation from the church membership, too.
Of
Oh,
course.
by all means. Yeah.
Well, this is a significant event for the church, isn't it?
It is. It's an opportunity for. It's a kind of bridge, between our church, our parish community, and the wider community. And this is our home. It's our way of throwing a party for the wider Great Lakes Bay region, and I think people really appreciate that. When I hear from people who move to this area all the time, they say, "Came to Saginaw, I was looking for something to do." Everyone says, "Go to the Greek Festival."
Well, the thing about it, other than the food you purchase, you don't have a lot of expense to come here. It's free to get in till 4 o'clock,
Right.
and then it's only $3 after that. Parking's free, and it's just lots of great entertainment. When does all the entertainment start?
I think 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock,
Yeah.
roughly?
Yeah, for dancing. We have a bunch of different dance groups, and we've got a dance group coming from downstate, and we have our own dancers, different ages.
And then music?
Yep, and we have a band. Yep, band that's coming around that same time. They'll be set up. I think it started at 4 o'clock. Live band. They've been really good. Yeah, really good.
There's a lot of Greeks live around here, don't they? Hey, you wrote
Yeah.
a book.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
going to get you to. Can you hang around
Yeah,
after
yeah.
the 11 o'clock news?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, we'll talk about that book.
Okay.
And talk about the history that you've learned about in researching that. I won't ask you any more stupid philosophical questions. I'm just laughing. I always pick on Dave, though. Philosophy is one of those things. What got you into philosophy?
I get asked that a lot, and I always try to give a different answer just to see if I can.
Typical philosopher. Never the same answer.
Right.
Different question.
Never a straight answer. I think that when I was young, I was very interested in metaphysical questions, questions about God and what's my place in the universe and those sorts of things. I think a lot of people have those, but I just really, really wanted to pursue it.
A lot of people have them, but then they get a real job.
I know. Yeah, my parents might be listening to this right now, and I can remember calling home to my dad the one time I wanted to go to grad school for another degree in philosophy, and he said, "You sure you want to do this?"
Yeah, Dad, after all these years, I'm stuck.
Right. But no, I love that. I love that liberty to be able to read and think about those deep questions and talk to students about it. It's a lot of fun.
I mean, it's a cerebral, it's a cerebral job. How's that? Does that sound
Yeah.
right?
But it is. But I try to make it really relatable for students because I want them to see. I like to say, actually, philosophy. You could see philosophy as the most practical of all fields if you see it as the practice of seeing the world differently, and you got to practice it every day. You got to start. You got to ask good questions about all the things that are going on around. Why do we have a Greek festival? Should be asking these questions and trying to.
Yeah,
get to
but the
bottom.
ones I remember are "Who am I?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's- I don't remember how long we spent deciding who we were.
Sometimes you get lost in, do you exist? Yeah. Right.
Do I exist? What is my existence?
My daughter asked me, Dad, she's pretty young.
Which is
She
why
said-
I bring up the question: why do I need this? What am I doing with it?
My daughter asked me, Dad, ask me a philosophy question. I want to know what it's like. And I said, okay, how do you know you're not dreaming? So we had a long. Yeah, she got really frustrated.
But you know what? When you think about it, for college students, one of the things, and I've always said this, I don't care what your degree is, college teaches you how to think. And the basis of that is philosophy, isn't it?
I think
mean,
so,
of all the
because-
courses where you have to do that,
That's right. Because
philosophy.
Because I think I like to say it's like garlic; it makes everything better. so
We'll pause
whatever.
on it. We'll stop there. Dave, Chris, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Our pleasure.
And Dave, I'll get you to hang around. We'll
Sure.
talk a little more about that book that you've been involved in. All coming up here on the Art Lewis Show from the Greek Festival 2026 here at St. Demetrius Greek Orthodox Church. Uh-oh, Mike.
Broadcasting from the Stormmaster Exterior Studios. WSGW, Saginaw,
No.
Bay City, Midland. WSGW FM, Carlton.
Michigan Sugar invites
Next, and we'll be back.
Broadcasting from the